When we heard the word math, our mind blows up. But that's not true. Math is fun in everyday life. All of us, we use mathematics every day in our life. From the time we wake up, we take a look from the clock and count how many hours we spend sleeping, right? Certainly, we use numbers every day whenever we go shopping or spend the money online. It also involves in our life, for example, sports, exercising, budgeting, cooking, and so on. Mathematics is a tool we may use our life easier. That's why it's time for us to realize the significance of math and appreciate its beauty.
Mathematics in our world, patterns and numbers in nature and the world. Nature of mathematics with patterns. Many patterns and occurrences exist in nature, in our world, in our life. Mathematics help make sense of these patterns and occurrences. Patterns in nature are visible, regularities of work found in the natural world and can also be seen in the universe. Nature patterns which are not just to be admired, they are vital clues to rules that give a natural process. Pattern. Pattern defined as regular, repeated, recurring forms or design. This pattern in nature require different contexts and sometimes can be modeled mathematically. Kahit saan tayo tumingin o pumunta, marami tayong nakikitang pattern. Halimbawa, bawat design ng skyscraper, yung layout ng floor tiles, at kung paano tayo magsintas ng sapatos, at marami pang iba. Pattern also identify relationship, find logical connection to form generalization and prediction.
Wave. A wave is a physical phenomenon characterized by its wavelength, frequency, and amplitude. So this is an example of wave. This sounds wave. You can hear that these speakers produce sounds wave. So wave can be seen by your naked eye, but sounds wave can be heard.
Meanders. Meanders refers to the winding curve or a bend also. Meanders gradients are usually more gentle and they experience lateral sideways or erosion that widen in the channel. An example of meanders is cell phone charger. As you can see, the cell phone charger is very gentle and very flexible because the cell phone charger it can be formed like a curve and it can be bent also.
Symmetry in everyday language refers to a sense of harmonious and beautiful proportion and balance. In mathematics, symmetry has a more precise definition and it's used to refer to an object that is invariant under the sound transformation, including translation, reflection, rotation, and scaling. So, the real-life example of symmetry, look at these two images of butterfly. What difference do you see? So, the first butterfly looks exactly the same from the both left and right side, while the second butterfly does not look the same from the left and the right side. So the image which can be divided into identical halves are called symmetrical. The image that cannot be divided into identical halves are called symmetrical.
Spiral. A spiral is a curve patterns that focuses on a center point and a series of a circular shape that revolves around it. There are a lot of examples of a spiral. One of these is the pine cone, the pineapple, the hurricane, and this is the best example of a spiral. The reason why plants use the spiral forms like a left picture above is because they are constantly trying to grow and stay secure. A spiral shape causes the plants to condense themselves and not take as much space, and causing it to be stronger and more durable against the elements.
A fractal is a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over in an ongoing feedback loop. Driven by a recursion, fractals are images of dynamic system, the pictures of chaos.
This is example of fractals: trees, rivers, coastlines, mountains, clouds, and seashells, hurricanes.
Mathematics is the study of pattern. One of the example of pattern is stripes. This pattern image, when interacting, subtly create waves, a high and low concentration of, for example, a pigment, chemical. A type of cell, but the best example of stripes is stripes of zebra, which has black and white pattern. Studying pattern is an opportunity to observe, hypothesis, experiment, discovered, and create. By understanding regularities based on the data gathered, we can easily predict what will come next, estimate the same pattern when variable altered, and began the expand of pattern. So inclusion, math doesn't revolve around numbers. Pattern sequence is also matters when it comes to mathematics.
Tessellation is a special type of tilling, a pattern of geometric shapes that fill a two-dimensional space with no gaps and no overlaps, that repeats forever in all directions. Because tessellations repeat forever in all directions, the pattern can't have unique points or lines that occur only once, or look different from all other points or lines. Additionally, a tessellation can't project outward from a unique point, nor can it extend outward from a special line.
We can see tessellation every day. Some examples are animals, such as turtle shells, snake skin, honeycomb made by bees, and fish scales. They're also found in man-made structures, such as sidewalks, cobblestone streets, chain-link fences, and brickworks. They can also be found in man-made materials, such as nets, mosaic floor patterns, graph paper, even in fashion. They're also found in nature, such as pineapples, sunflowers, raspberries, citrus, and even in plant cells. Tessellations are also very famous in art, such as pieces done with MC Etcher.
Mathematics is written in the symbolic language that is designed to express mathematical thought. Mathematical language is a system used in the field of mathematics to communicate mathematical ideas, concepts, and theories, among others. Mathematical symbols are used to refer to certain quantities, concepts, ideas, among others. The most common used in basic mathematics are numbers from 0 to 9 in the four fundamental symbols of operation: plus, minus, times, divide, in the inequality symbols: not equal, less than or equal to, greater than, of equal to, and equal sign. Math is very important to everyone because we are using mathematics in our daily life, like solving problems and understanding the situation we encounter every day. Math is like our life as a human being because we encounter problems and we should solve it. So, math is not about numbers, equation, it is all about understanding.